So welcome to Signature Kitchen Suite. If you haven't heard of us, we are a new challenger brand of luxury appliances in the United States. And what we're really trying to do is respectfully disrupt the status quo and what's been going on in the luxury appliance business for some time. And we're doing that by really trying to focus on bringing true innovation, meaningful innovation into the kitchen for the home chefs, and precision. Precision is really important in cooking. This is our consumer, the Technocurian, and you may or may not have heard of that word before. We actually coined that term and trademarked it. It's someone that doesn't mind incorporating a little technology in the kitchen, as long as it helps them improve their results when they cook, and it also helps them save some time. They can spend that with their family or their friends entertaining rather than tied to that kitchen appliance in the kitchen. They really value the experience more than the thing. So they're all about experiences. They love to cook, they're foodies, and that's really who our consumer is. This, I would like to introduce you as the world's first 48-inch professional range with Sous-Vide built in. Sous-Vide is so exciting and so up and coming, and we're going to talk about that in just a second and why that's so important. But it's award-winning, and really we start with what we don't like about appliances that are in the marketplace today, and we work backwards. And we work with designers, and we work with builders, and we work with trendsetters, and we learn and we listen to what they have to say. And we work backwards with what some of those things are, such as how do you time things in the kitchen when you cook? Everyone's using a phone or a microwave clock, or every single one of our knobs times one of the functions on there. And you can look at the app on your phone and see exactly what's going on with your range every single time. We affectionately call this the Swiss Army knife, and what I mean by that is it's really the world's first range that combines 5 different cooking modes into one piece. So you've got, on the left side, sous vide, powerful gas burners, induction on the same top. You've got a really powerful steam oven, and the best European convection system on the market. So 5 really unique ways to cook. I want to ask you guys a question. Who has sous vide in here before in the room, if I can see a show of hands? We've got a few, okay. What did you notice when you sous vide? What was different about the result? Better result, timed, precise. That's exactly what sous vide is. It's the best way to make a steak, the best way to cook salmon, the best way to cook root vegetables. Precise results, edge-to-edge finish every single time. Who's eaten at a 4 or 5-star steak restaurant out there? You're here now, so I know you have if you're not raising your hand. You've probably eaten sous vide steak and probably not known it. So what we're doing is we're bringing that sous vide and the ability to get that best result into the consumer's home from a professional standpoint.
Explain what that means, sous vide.
So sous vide basically allows you to cook at the perfect temperature. If you like that medium rare steak, 131 degrees within 1 degree of variance, and hold that temperature and come out with a perfect result end to end every time. And then you finish off that steak with a nice sear right on the top of our induction.
It's immersed.
It's immersed in a water bath. Thank you for the question. It's immersed in a water bath, and it's sealed, and you seal in all the herbs and the spices, and all of your marinade happens while the food is cooking.
Excellent.
So I'd invite you to stop by our booth at C5907 in the Central Hall. We've also got our premiere of the 36-inch sous vide, the first ever 36-inch sous vide dual fuel range. We've also got our brand new wine columns with wine cave technology, and we'd love to see you in our booth.
Nice. And is that here, those are the dials that have the timers on the dials letting you know what's happening there?
That's exactly it.
Very cool. So cool. All right, questions for our friend. Yes, hands flying in the air, right over there. One second. Let's get you. We want to hear ya. All right.
I'm a foodie, but this is new to me. Can you explain, please, the difference between this and steam cooking, a steam oven?
Yes, absolutely. So great question. So the question was, what's the difference between steam cooking, which is on what you see in the photo on the left side of the range there, that window on the bottom, that's a steam oven, and what's the difference between that and sous vide? So sous vide, basically you're sealing the food in a bag, and you're sealing in all the herbs and spices or marinades that you may want. It's in a bag, that's correct. So you're using either a food sealing system or a freezer bag or whatnot, and you're actually cooking in a water bath and controlling that temperature and precisely controlling it is how you get that result. So that result allows you to cook at the perfect temperature. So let's say you're having a dinner party, 4 guests. 3 of them arrive on time. The 4th person usually gets that burned steak, right? Well, this holds it at that precise temperature till everyone arrives, pull it out, minute sear on each side, and it's just like the best steak you've ever had. Steam actually uses steam assist to bake, so for a good example of steam would be bread, right? So normal loaf of bread, steam, what that actually allows bread to do is to rise higher and to have a better crust on top. So it's counterintuitive what steam does. But steam is still one of the healthiest ways to cook, is vegetables and things like that as well. So.
Excellent. Any other questions? I have one. Do we have recipes and things like that? Are we have access to teach us some of these cool tricks?
Absolutely. So that's a great question. Our culinary center on all of our professional ranges actually has included embedded recipes right there, even little tutorials if you've never used a Meat Pro before and you need to learn how to do that. And we've partnered with some great partners like Innit and those types of companies to help us supply that.
Excellent. Yep, question there.
Okay, one more from this. I'm totally enthralled with this. Can you buy that unit separate, or does it come just with the whole oven, the whole deal?
So that's a great question. Can you buy just the sous vide module, or does it come with everything? It actually comes with everything that you see there, or in a 36-inch size for a little bit smaller space. But the reason that we want you to have all of that together is they work together. So right from the sous vide, go right onto our induction grill, and you're done just like that. So.
Question up front. What's the cost?
What is the cost? So that's a great question. So this unit, after consumer would get a rebate, would be about $13,500. And the 36-inch version of that would be at about $89.99 after consumer rebate.
Okay, yes, next question.
Will the 36-inch size have all 5 elements in it as well?
Almost. We packed as much into that as we could, but the 36 will have a sous vide module, 4 very powerful gas burners, and a very large 36-inch steam oven. So it's actually the largest steam oven. You can actually truly put it into manual steam mode and steam vegetables. It doesn't require a water connection. It's a tank, so it's one of the most fun things I've ever cooked on.
Excellent.
No induction on that model. We do have a 36 with an induction and 4 burners, but not the sous vide.
Okay, any more questions? We need to go see this, don't we? Yeah, I'm ready to go see this product.
Please come see us. It's a ton of fun. Thank you, everybody, for the attention. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.